Hi, ladies. Good evening. I hope you're doing well tonight. It is Sunday, fun day. Let's get ourselves ready for a great evening of a great card that we're going to make. And I used the word great 3 times, and that was not intentional. All right, let me look for the video. Alrighty, there we go. Let's see who's gonna join me tonight. Okay, so tonight's card hey Lori, how you doing? So you're out of a boot. Is your friend with you tonight? Before I even get started. There's like a little delay going on here. I hope you're healing. She is with you. Okay, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay, so let's get ourselves started. Okay, so you needed to have a circle or a shape that was about 2 3/4 ish. Okay, so I have a circle and I'm going to set that aside. Then you needed a tag ish type of situation. Okay, and it's going to be cut out at the same color as your base. All right, and I'm just going to set that aside. We needed a piece of pattern paper at 2 3/4. Hey, Patty, 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. We needed a piece of cardstock at 3 by 4. Another piece of cardstock at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 3 1/4. And then we have another piece of cardstock at 4 by 5 1/4, and then one more piece, which will be our base of our card, that is 5 1/2 by 7 1/4, and it is scored at 3. Okay, so I know this is like lots of parts, but wait till you see how this one goes together. You're gonna be like, oh, that's so darn cute. And then I made some other little parts for my embellishment. I made a little French press. We're gonna put that together. Yeah, so all cute, super cute. All right, I'm gonna gather a couple more things that I need. I need some inks, and the inks I'm using tonight will be mocha and espresso and maybe toffee. So those are the 3 colors I'm thinking I'm going to use. And I am using the Stampin' Up Latte Love set because of that French press, because it's so darn cute. I do also need some daubers. So I'm going to need I'm going to go with espresso. I'm going to go with an espresso. Right there. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my parts in espresso. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So let's see what's new and exciting happening over here in my neck of the woods. Really not a whole heap of lots of anything. All is quiet, which is kind of nice. The headache is still quite persistent, which is driving me ever living nuts. The MRI came back. I have a brain, so that's good. The other thing they just said is probably barometric pressure and stress, which, okay, there should be no stress any longer. right? I'm out of school, so I don't know. All right, first thing I want to do is, though, I do want to fold my card base. So this is the darker side, and I want the lighter side up because, you know, close to my heart colors, their cardstock is two-toned. So the way this card is going to actually open is this is going to be on my right hand side of my card. Okay, so by creasing that, that's going to help me with where I need to ink. I'm trying to think what else. Let's see, what else is happening around here. We are about just under like 45 days away from our big trip to Alaska. We have been planning that for over 3 years. We booked that in August or December of 21, so we are getting close. We will be going on that in August. I have not decided how I'm going to do Sunday Funday because I will be gone for 2 Sundays, so I might do some pre-recordings and then just schedule the posts for you so that you don't miss our Sunday Fundays. But I have not decided yet how I'm going to do that, so that gives, I have a month to figure that part out, right? Okay, so I have inked around my edges of that, so I'm going to set that aside. I am going to bring in this piece and I'm going to ink this edge. Right now I'm going to ink all my parts. That's the first job of mine. Let's see, what else is happening? My mother decided she wanted to have a hosta garden, so that's what they've been doing over there. What else? What else? What else? What else? Nothing else, really. It's all been quiet. I work like a little part-time gig with a reading organization, so we had a full week of trading last week, and then another one is coming in July, and I don't know if I'm going to participate in that one or not. Okay, so for this piece, we're going to, that right where we scored at 3 1/4, this is the way it's going to lay on our card. So if I have my base, it is going to lay here and it's going to open this way. So I want the light to the light. Okay, so I'm going to make sure when I'm inking that that's what I'm doing. Let's see what else. Nothing. You know, it's, you know, summertime, and summertime is my favorite time. It is actually a very chilly day here in Michigan. Just kind of nice. All right, so we have that part is inked. Let's bring in our 3x4 piece. We are going to ink that up a bit. As of 11:59 tonight, Close to My Heart will be officially closed and no longer existing. The next special with Stampin' Up, they did purchase 3 more paper collections from Close to My Heart because, I mean, Close to My Heart was still thinking they were going to be around. So they were planning, you know, they were planning a convention and they were planning all kinds of things. So there was to be a national scrapbooking special. So Stampin' Up purchased that. That's coming out for us starting July 3rd, midnight Eastern Standard Time. And it is called Secret Garden. So I did post the PDF. Hopefully I posted it correctly. you know, that's technology. So who knows if I posted that right. Then if you have been getting any of the gnome collections, so gnomes for autumn, gnomes for winter, gnomes for spring, any of those, there will be a gnomes for summer. So that will be coming out also on July 3rd at midnight Eastern Standard Time. And then there is a third collection, and it is called Soda Pop. It is kind of a cute little collection, very masculine. There's some beautiful greens and blues in it. It's quite cute. And there are some stamp sets and some other die cuts and stencils and things like that that are coming. Now these will be the last of the Close to My Heart products that will be released. So we have until either A, they sell out, or until the end of August. And then whatever doesn't sell by the end of August, what sounds like is Stampin' Up then will open those to the other Stampin' Up demonstrators to be able to purchase. So, and then after that, starting in September, there will be a mini Stampin' Up catalog. So I'm going to give it a go, you know. I have until March of 25 to figure out what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to keep doing or just do for myself. So I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure. I do love this new little adventure that we're all on Sundays. I do like that. And I know summertime is very difficult, you know. It's beautiful weather, people are traveling, and it's so much easier to craft in the fall and the winter. Okay, that one doesn't want to come out, so I'm not going to force it out. We'll have it hiding. All I'm doing is I'm just poking these out. That's all. So how are you doing, Miss Patty? I have not talked to you in a while. Anything new? How are the boys? Those beautiful grandsons of yours. Alrighty, so we got all of those bits are out. So now we got to do a little bit of stamping before we can do any assembly. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I am going to do a little stamping on this part. And I think I want to stamp let's see. Yes. Hello there. Let's catch up. I think that would be kind of cute. Okay, let's see if this block is going to be big enough. No, it is not. All right, this one should be big enough. Yes, that is big enough. Doing good. Excellent. Excellent. And I'm going to use my espresso ink. Now, with Stampin' Up products, even their photopolymer, we do not need to have foam underneath, is what they're telling us. So I am just going to have it on my mat, and I am going to ink it up, and it's kind of bubbling. So I'm just going to ink it off for a second. Let me ink it off. Yeah, that was bubbling. Ooh. All right, let me clean it, and I'm going to wipe it off on my arm and give it a little bit of little bit. There we go. Oh, that's much better. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. There we go. Oh, see? Look how pretty that is. That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. All right, we need to clean this. Because I also have espresso ink now on my arm. No big deal. It'll come off in the shower. Alrighty. Next, I'm going to bring in my 3x4 piece. And for that, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a coffee stain and I think a spill. So let me grab a 2x2 block, and I'm going to grab another 2x2 block. Right there. Okay, so let's do, I think I'm going to do my stain in espresso. Let's give it a little arm. And I want to do, I think I'm going to do like 2 of them. So I'm going to do maybe 1 here, and then I'm going to stamp a second one. So this is my first generation and then the second generation. And then I'm going to do another one down below. So I'm going to do first generation and then a second generation. Oh, that I like. And you know what? While I have it like that, I am going to bring in that other, the inside, and we're going to kind of do the same thing. So let's get the inside zhuzhed at the same time. You know, while we have things on blocks and good to go, let's figure out what sentiment I'm going to do. Because I think my sentiment should be, you are the best part of my day. Wasn't that a commercial? Folgers. Right? Folgers commercial. Who else is on with us tonight? Somebody just joined us. Okay, so I'm going to ink that, and I'm going to put that, I think I'm going to go a little bit on the higher side this time. Oh yeah, that I like. Okay, excellent. So I'm just going to set that up there so I can clean that later. And let's give this a couple of coffee stains. And I'm going to put these down at the bottom. We're going to go 1 and 2. Fantastic. And I'm just going to set that aside. And I'm going to bring in the espresso color for that stain. I think this one I'm going to send to my aunt and my uncle. They love coffee. I think they'd get a kick out of this. So I'm going to put that splatter. Oh yeah, right there. And this one, we're going to bring it down here. Okay, and this one, I'm going to drop it down here. And before I go to, I'm going to just kind of put it inside my sentiment like that. Oh, that looks so cute. Oh, I'm loving that. Okay, that's cute. All right, I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to bring in the toffee ink, and we're going to put just a couple of beans, I think. Let's put a couple of beans. Ooh, where are the coffee? Oh, here's the coffee beans. I was ready to have a heart attack thinking that my beans were gone. Let's drop a couple of coffee beans into these little clusters. So I'm going to put a couple of beans right there. Oh yeah, see, look how cute that is. All right, and I think I'll put a bean down, a little cluster of beans inside that one. And I'm going to do one down here, just like that, and that's it. Okay, that looks good. That looks really cute. I like that. All right, let's get ready to assemble our card. So I'm going to remove my pile. that is sitting on top of all of this mess. All right, let's shift a few of these things out of my way. So the first thing I want to do is this beautiful piece needs to lay here. So let's put our adhesive on that first, okay? And I could have used that side, but the cappuccino swirls are going the wrong direction. Had they gone the other way, I think that would have been darling. But they're going the wrong way. But that's okay. We're going to have this pretty little swirl. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Now, I'm going to open my card base. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach this, but what we need to attach is this small little flap. So let me grab my piece so I can tell you that measurement again, because I have lost. Okay, so this piece was 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then you had scored at 3 1/4. So this is a 1-inch piece. This 1-inch piece is right where we're going to put our adhesive. So let's put a very generous amount of adhesive. And I'm like overlapping the adhesive because I really want to be generous. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it back on itself. Okay, so now it's up. I have it kind of upside down just so you can see. Now I'm going to put it back the correct way. Okay. And I want this edge to lay with on this edge. And I'm just going to center it here. Okay, so lay that on. Press. Now you can open this up and now you can really varnish it well. And now we're going to bring in our card center, which is this piece that we just did. And we're going to put that on and see how that's going to hide all of that. So now it hides this and nobody sees any of that business. Okay, so let's now attach this and we're going to put this on. Oh, I think my aunt and uncle will get a kick out of this card. I'm going to put this in the mail tomorrow to them. Okay. Alrighty. So now let's close the right hand flap. We're going to close our left hand flap and we're going to bring in the other piece that we just got done stamping, and that's going to lay on top of here. Okay, so let's put that on next. Now, ladies, I did just post our August card class, so that has been posted, and that is going to be a paper folding technique class. And that one is online. That will be our August 1st online class. Nothing will be stamped on that one. So you'll be able to do your own stamping, your own front stamping, your own inside sentiment stamping. So, which you'll be able to really customize those yourself, which will be very nice. Okay, so far so good, right? Let's bring in our circle, and our circle is going to come on here. And you're going to put it right where you need it. And I don't want to cover up too many of my beans. I do want to turn this just a little because I need to hide that one little dot that did not poke out very well. Also, the I have two that didn't poke out very well. Oh well, no big deal. They won't look at it that closely. The Christmas tags, that is also a workshop that is coming. that will be in July 26th. So that is coming soon. So you have until, I think, July 15th to register. Not 100% sure. I can't quite remember. Okay, so now for me to assemble my French press, I'm going to turn my French press over because I have to put my vellum on first. So I'm going to get my Barely Art liquid glue, and I'm going to put some dots. And I'm going to put some here, a little here. I'm going to put some here. So I'm trying to get a lot of our upcoming classes designed, because once I go back to school, it is so difficult for me to get things designed, because that just gives me the weekends. So I figure if I could sit, you know, a couple days a week or even a couple of hours in the evening to get things designed, that just, it's so helpful to get things done like that. And I was supposed to put the brown on first. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. All right, before it sets too much, let me lift that up. All right. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna put my coffee on first. All right, I need a pair of tweezers here. There we go. All right, let's add a little bit more here. Now I can put my vellum back down. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, not bad, other than I have a bunch of glue that's exposed through. And then once it dries, I will take an eraser and wipe all of that up. Okay. So now I'm going to lay that on here like so. And now I have to be kind of strategic on where I'm placing my glue again, because obviously I don't want my glue to be exposed. So I'm going to put my French press right there. I'm just going to hold it there for a second, because it doesn't take long for this glue to dry. And again, I got it off of Amazon. So now I'm going to take my, and I'm going to put that like so. So when I go to do my adhesive for this, I can't put very much on it because I can't close, I don't want to close up the rest of my card. So I'm going to put it just right there. So now let's check to see how we did. I'm going to open here. I'm going to open there. Ah, isn't that adorable? It is so darn cute. Now, I was playing with another design last night. I want to show it to you. It's so stinking cute. Now, that's if I can find it. Oh, yep. I found one. Found it right here. Okay, you ready? Here it is. So you open it this way and then this way, and then there it is, and then it would stand like that. Isn't that neato? Wait. There, like that. Isn't that cool? That is just so cool. Now everything on this card is all Stampin' Up. Other than my base. My base is close to my heart, Lagoon. And the green is close to my heart, Limeade. Everything else is, the pattern paper is Stampin' Up, and the stamps are all Stampin' Up too. So yeah, kind of fun, huh? So let's see, next Sunday will be a beginning of the month. So we're going to do a scrapbook page. So that gives me a couple of days to kind of design something and think about it and find my pictures, because I cannot find my pictures. I have a bunch printed, but I cannot find them. So just so you know, so our first, because I'm going to try to do, you know, because to keep our scrapbookers happy too, not everybody does cards. So we will do, you know, some scrapbook pages. I'm going to try to do at least one a month for them. And if there's anything else you would like to learn, if there's, you know, a different technique, or if there is a different type of a fancy fold or a box or something, you know, just let me know. And remember, if you've done tonight's project, please post that in the comments so that we get to see what you have done as well. Alrighty, thanks for participating with me tonight and being on. It's always more fun when we're crafting with friends. All right, have a super evening, ladies, and I will talk to you real soon. Good night.